Hello, guys. Welcome. Good evening. Today is January the 10th, and we are gonna be we will be learning about sustainability at school. Yes, let me put it. Let me fix it to see. This is me. Yes. Okay. Yes. Just like this. And let's look at all of these slices. Sustainability at HSF. The human race is challenged more than ever before to demonstrate our mastery, not over nature, but of ourselves. Okay, we have two quotes. Why sustainability? Why sustainability? Why sustainability? Sustainability. We know that sustainable behaviors and practices can seem like extra work on top of an already busy schedule, but the more we practice them, the less intimidating or bothersome they become. Ultimately, adopting these behaviors is rewarding for yourself and your community, and we're so appreciative of your efforts. Above all else, sustainable practices are important for our planet. As a large organization, our behaviors add up to create an impact. We advocate for these small changes for the health of our planet, for the health of our community, and for the generations to come. Recyclathons, the basics. Recyclathons are normally the last Thursday of every month, unless there is a holiday or a large school event. All members of the community are encouraged to participate, and we would love for teachers to encourage their students to take part. Okay, it takes place every Thursday of the last month. This year, we asked that each classroom have a box of any kind. The cardboard box works great for newspaper that you can bring down each month. Send a student if you want. It will also help you clean up at the end of the year. What can I bring to the recyclathon? The following materials: PET and Tetra Pak, clean and crushed HDP plastics, aluminum and cans, batteries, bottle caps, paper and cardboard, reusable electronics, coffee capsules, washed old uniforms. Earth Week. It takes place from March 31st to April 4th. What is it? Earth Week is meant to draw attention to how our classrooms can be placed to discuss environmental issues, which are also social and economic, from an interdisciplinary lens, and learn about different ways to care for our planet. We encourage all teachers to consider integrating environmental issues in your lessons this week and any other time you see a connection. TBD. We will announce the specific actions for ECC, LS, MS, and US later in the year. If you have any ideas, please reach out to the Sustainability Coordinator, which is Macy Cohen, and your academic dean. Speakers will visit on April the 1st and April 3rd. We understand the schedule for the speakers is not always ideal, but it is impossible to accommodate the lower school, middle school, and upper school since the schedules are different. We will try and be as accommodating as possible this year. Okay? Leading by example. As teachers, administration, and staff, we model behavior for our students by default. How can we use this to our advantage? Use reusable coffee mugs. How many coffee cups could we avoid using annually? We'll use reusable cups for our coffee trips. Plus, you save 8 pesos every time you use one at Starbucks. Dispose of residuals and waste materials in the correct bins. Turn off your lights when you leave your classroom. Take advantage of the recyclathon. Is there to serve the community. Reflect on your habits. What products can you switch to avoid using so much plastic? Can you take the bus instead of a plane for a beach visit this year since air travel is a major contributor to carbon emissions? Discuss with your students. If you're interested in bringing sustainability into your classroom, check out the next slide. It is easily applicable in every subject, and education for sustainable development is a strong tool to combat climate change. Education for sustainable development, what is it? Also known as sustainability education, environmental education, and other titles, it's a growing movement that brings an interdisciplinary approach to teaching. Connect your ELA classroom to nature through poetry, your math classroom using carbon footprints, your art classroom by going outside and using nature as your model, your history classroom by studying environmental movements, as defined by UNESCO Education for Sustainable Development, ESD. Education for Sustainable Development gives learners of all ages the knowledge, skills, values, and agency to address interconnected global challenges, including climate change, loss of biodiversity, so unsustainable use of resources, and inequality. And here we have a diagram that in the center says sustainability education. Foster pro-environmental behaviors, reconnect with environment, people, ourselves, emphasizes in experimental learning, education on climate change. If you would like to get involved, join us. Get involved in the Sustainability Committee. Bring your ideas, enthusiasm, and curiosity to the committee. Every voice is welcome and needed. Curious but need a push. If you're thinking I'm not an expert or a science teacher, I feel a bit lost in how I can be involved, or you're looking for an extra push in motivation, watch this TED Talk by the brilliant marine biologist and policy expert Ayana Elizabeth Johnson. Thank you for your time, and that's it. Okay, now I like to watch it. This is not mandatory, but it's great. Oh no, it's not mandatory. Okay, so it's nice. Let's push the back arrow and then let's go to the quiz. And it says sustainability quiz. After you have read the sustainability presentation, please answer the following questionnaire. Okay, so it says when is Earth Week? March 1st and no. Oh my god. March 1st to 8th. Yeah? Oh my god. No, maybe this. Sorry, I will duplicate it since I really need to know what's the no. Yeah. It was be from March 31st. The March. This is March 31 to April 4th. Okay. March 31st to April 4th. Okay, good. Next. The acronym ESD, Education for Sustainable Development. For suitable, no. Education for Sustainable Development. When is the Recyclathon normally? Last Thursday of every month. Yeah. Recyclathon normally is what is one small thing you can do to help have a more sustainable mindset? Use reusable coffee mugs? No. Reflect on your own habits. Take advantage of yes, this one. Yes, all of above. To use reusable coffee mugs or turn on the lights when you leave the room. I don't think use reusable coffee mugs. Because it's reusable coffee mugs, yes? Yes, all of above. Review. Finish. Submit activity, yes. All questions have been submitted. Yeah. And that's all. Home. Okay, course dashboard orientation. Yeah, I have completed sustainability now. Security. Okay, now let's understand security briefing. Okay, security briefing is ASF safe access routes. Okay, points of entry and access control procedures, ID badges for the 2024-25 school year, shelter in place protocol, security recommendations, ASF security program. Okay, designated safe access routes and recommended. Sorry. No. Okay, just like this, and this is so less, less, more, 10, just like that. Okay, so for security training, it's important to know the designated safe access routes and recommended entry paths to campus. This is the campus, and for your security, ASF implements safe access routes in collaboration with our PBI and ABC hospital security guards. So we have the ABC security guards to facilitate movement and secure the perimeter during peak hours. Okay. Recommended routes to get to campus. Okay. ASF ID badges and credentialing. New ASF employees must have their photo taken for an ID at a photo booth on the first floor of the administrative building, Monday to Friday, 8 to 1 p.m. They may also request a parking permit tag, which will be issued based on availability. Existing staff must keep and safeguard their badges from the 2023-2024 academic year. They will receive a sticker to place on their current IDs. ID badges and parking tags, parking lot permit, are personal and non-transferable. ASF IDs include security features such as ASF. Oh, give me a sec. Sí, bueno. ¿Qué pasó, papá? ¿Cómo estás? Ah, espérame, deja checo. My God. Ah, sí, papá, muchas gracias. Bueno, sí, ya, muchas gracias. Me has salvado. Es que sí, es que sí, sí ha estado medio duro el... Bien, sí. Besos, gracias. Cuídate. Ahí nos vemos después. Vale. Hasta las 3. ¿Después qué? Me voy a la maestría. Pues estudiar. No, no, apenas empecé la maestría. No, 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 no. No, es maestría, es otro grado más que la universidad. Es como la universidad, pero es posgrado. O sea, o sea, tienes que estudiar, ir a clase, entregar lo que tengas que entregar, hacer los reportes, todo lo que tengas que hacer, lo que te pidan en cada materia. Sí, o sea, es como la universidad, pero a un grado mayor, es posgrado. Claro que sí, ahí nos estamos viendo. Ahí vamos a comer después. Vale, cuídate mucho. Un abrazo. Gracias. Sí, sí, está bien, está bien, está bien. No, está bien, está bien, está bien así. Gracias. Sí, entiendo. Sí. Ujú. Sí, mira, por el momento sí, supongo que me van a pagar el 15. Entonces pon tú que si me hace falta un poquito antes, pues te aviso, ¿no? Pero ya está ahí, estaría bien. Vale, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Vale, sí, cuídate, un abrazo. Ujú, bye. Oh my god. Not yet, okay. So, let's get out. Um, let's keep reading this, okay? Now, ID badges and parking tags, parking lot permits are personal and non-transferable. The replacement fee for lost ID badges parking is 325 pesos payable at the catcher's office. A lost ID badge or parking tag must be reported immediately via email to photobooth at asf.edu.mx. IDs for authorized adults, drivers, caretakers, relatives, and others will be processed online through the Click and Pay platform, which at up 325 pesos. Morning vehicle transit for ASF staff and parents, lane 5. Okay. So, for security and traffic flow, cars are prohibited from stopping passengers from exiting vehicles on Bondohita Street, Monday to Friday. So, okay. Okay, cars are prohibited from stopping passengers from exiting vehicles on Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Lane 5 is designated in the morning for ASF staff and parents entering the parking lot via Gate 4 with a valid ASF ID badge. Taxis should use Lane 4 for access to Gate 5 and the drop-off area. Okay, afternoon vehicle transit for AS parents and coaches, lane 4. Okay, gate 2, gate 4. Okay, from 1:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. lane 5 is designated for parked vehicles picking up students of gate 5. Okay, so this is here you have gate 7, 8, gate 2, gate 4, which is for the parking, and gate 5 is for the buses. So lane 4, as it is in the image, it says from 1:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. lane 5 is designated for parked vehicles picking up students of gate 5. Additionally, Monday through Friday afternoons from 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. lane 4 allows access through gate 4 for parents, coaches, and staff on afternoon shifts entering the parking lot. Gate 2 is designated for all pedestrians access. Access control for ASF staff and visitors. Okay. Show your ASF ID upon entry and wear it at all times. Use FR reader devices at school offices for attendance recording. Yeah. Okay. This is exactly what I do. I'm always wearing my ASF ID, and also use the FR reader devices. I use the reader devices at school offices for attendance recording. This is what I do. No weapons, alcohol, or pets are allowed on campus. Faculty, administrative staff, and frequent visitors access through gate 2. Employees driving their own vehicles access campus through gate 4. Okay, employees driving their own vehicles access campus through gate 4. Uber taxi drivers use the fourth lane at gate 5. Okay, at gate 5. Show, okay, just like this. Okay, so it's forward. Okay, so show ASF ID and must use the drop-off area. Okay, for lost classroom keys, contact your school division administrative assistant for access. Okay. If you forget or lose your classroom key, you will have to request assistance from your school division or direction administration assistants to grant your access. Okay, to request access after hours after 7 p.m. on weekends and holidays, employees must email their director or heads and CC. Okay, ASF employees requesting visitor entry must provide the visitor's name, purpose, and email to the administrative assistants of their respective directorate of school division. Parking lot rules. It is mandatory to stop at the entrance, show your ID card, and wait for the police officer or the barrier gate arm to raise for access. Okay, that's the barrier gate arm to raise for access. Pedestrians always have priority at all crossings. Respect parking signs and spaces designated for handicapped and or pregnant women. Driving in the opposite direction is strictly prohibited. Turn on your lights when entering the parking lot. Always park in reverse with your lights on. Respect the maximum speed limit of 10 kilometers per hour inside the parking lot. Do not use your cell phone while driving or walking. ASF employees are subject to random vehicle inspections upon departure after 7 p.m. and or during vacation periods. Non-compliance will result in security personnel placing a warning notice on your width. Okay, non-compliance will result in security personnel placing a warning notice on your windshield. Repeated violations will be reported to your division head or director. Okay, non-compliance will result in security personnel placing a warning notice on your windshield. Okay, and ASF policy of prohibited items on campus. To protect the safety of our students and the welfare of our community members, we do not permit dangerous items on campus. When passing through security checkpoints, when entering campus, Please remove all large metal items from your pockets and place those items in your bag or place them in the screening bowl. Place bags or bowl on the screening table. Follow instructions from security personnel. And they are the things or the items that are not allowed. Okay, you can see some skateboards or pets or drones or weapons or alcohol, glasses, drugs, marijuana, injections. Sheltering in place protocol. Okay, run, escape, if possible, hide. If escape is not possible, fight only as a last resort. Okay, what is a shelter in place? Okay, give me a sec. Yes, what is a shelter in place protocol? A shelter in place protocol is a series of security measures taken during an active asylum or intrusion situation, such as an active shooter, hostage taking, oh my god, sniper, suicidal homicidal person, kidnapping, perimeter shootings, armed robbery, oh my god, police chase, terrorist attack, brawl, or students' disturbance or major demonstrations, whether inside or near our facilities. Okay. How to respond if you are in your office or classroom during shelter in place. Stay inside and lock doors and windows. Place a barricade on the door, such as furniture or large heavy objects, to prevent it from being opened. Ask nearby students, collaborators, or community members to remain silent and to take cover against a wall or under desks in an area not visible from the outside. Okay, turn off the lights and make sure all students and people nearby have their cell phones on silent mode. After sheltering in place, upon receiving verbal confirmation over the PA system from the head or the chat message, okay, unlock your doors and windows. Immediately send a communication via chat or email to the head of school listing the names of any students, faculty, or staff who are absent from your room or space. If no one is missing, promptly send the word green to the heads of school. Sheltering in place protocol, common areas, and outdoors. Okay. How to respond if you are located in a hallway, common areas, sport fields, or outside the campus. Direct students, community members, or visitor service providers, suppliers, contractors to the nearest safe area where they can hide or where the attacker is least likely to find them. This could include empty classrooms, bus tunnels, locker rooms, or bathrooms that are invisible from the exterior. Okay, if you are inside the WEC, go to the multi-purpose rooms, the dressing rooms or bathrooms, close the doors and find a safe location against a wall. If you are in the lower school soccer field or nearby areas, go to multi-purpose room, LS gym. Close all the doors, duck and cover under a desk or table or below the stage. If you are in LS FTA Plaza, please go to FAC locker room if it's open, if not, or find a safe location in the lower school library out of sight. People in the upper field must take shelter in the bathrooms or the bare booster locker rooms away from the aggressor's line of sight. If outside school during the shelter in place, remain outside and do not enter the campus, stay away from the facilities. How to respond if you encounter an armed active assailant at close range and kind of flee. As a last resort, attempt to knock down the assailant and strike them with the nearest heavy or sharp object, such as fire extinguisher, chair, scissors, box cutter, or keys. Try to incapacitate the attacker. If you are with other potential victims, plan a coordinated simultaneous with the following actions: yell, scream, and throw items so at the aggressor's eye. Fight back as a group to take the attacker down. Wow. Your chances of survival are much higher if you try to incapacitate the assailant the assailant by any means necessary. Okay, lost and found. Business hours. Tuesday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Thursday to from 3 to 4 p.m. Yeah, that's the ECC, that's the lower school, that's the middle school, that's the upper school, and athletics and extended learning. Okay, each academic division has a designated area to receive, store, and return found items within its classroom and or hallways. Unlabeled belongings that have been in school offices for more than a week will be stored in the main lost and found office after prior registration in a log. Non-labeled items received in this office will be stored for 1 month, after which they will be donated to charity and public schools. Labeled items with names received in this office will be returned to the school divisions to give them back to their owners. Electronic high-value items are locked in a record stored under camera surveillance and locked in the SOC Security Operations Center. Upon receipt, the items are reported through the internal chat to the assistants of each school division. After a month, they are transferred to the Office of Information Technology to track down their owners. Okay, well, AESF doesn't take responsibility for lost or stolen items. We make every effort to search for and return them to their owners. Therefore, the primary point of the contract to report and search for lost items is the administrative assistance in the school offices of each division, as well as with the bus supervisors and the transportation officers' assistants. Prevention. It's critical to reduce complaints about lost high-value belongings. Yeah, we ask for the support of all faculty to enforce students' accountability for their belongings by reminding them at the end of classes. Do not forget your belongings. Always use lockers and locks when applicable. Return and report lost items. Okay, if you lose it, report it. If you find it, return it. If it's yours, lock it up. Lock it up. Okay. Personal safety recommendations. When using public transportation, keep a low profile. Do not wear expensive jewelry or watches. Carry your laptop in a small backpack or bag that doesn't reveal its contents. On the subway or in a crowded areas, be aware of your belongings and keep them in internal pockets or zipped compartments to prevent pickpocketing. Pickpocketing. Always be aware of your surroundings when you are. This is what I do. Exactly. Okay. Always be aware of your surroundings when you are on the street, in the public areas, or using public transportation. This awareness helps you recognize patterns, make deductions, and identify and report unusual behavior or risky conditions, like deserted streets, suspicious vehicles, or poorly lit areas. Change your regular routes. Walk on the street in the opposite direction of cars display confidence, but avoid appearing confrontational or arrogant. Avoid looking like a tourist. Avoid looking like a tourist, yes. Always have your car or house keys ready before reaching your vehicle or door. Be discreet on social media when traveling and never share your PIN or bank account information over the phone or email. Okay, safety tips when using taxis and personal cars. Avoid hailing street cabs or taxi libre. Use taxis from taxi ranks or taxi apps instead. Avoid hailing street cabs. When using maps, ensure that the cab plate, driver's photograph, and vehicle description provided match the driver and vehicle picking you up. Contact a person of trust and share your journey information with them. Always sit directly behind the driver to minimize the risk of physical contact. Ensure that the child locks on the doors are not activated. If they are, politely request the driver to unlock them. If the driver refuses or provides any excuse, insist on exiting the vehicle and request a different driver. Safety measures when driving your vehicle. Avoid lingering inside your parked vehicle. Keep windows closed and doors locked while driving. Have your keys ready before entering and exiting your car. When exiting the vehicle, scan your surroundings and take the most direct route to your destination. Avoid bottlenecks and anticipate other maneuvers. Drivers' maneuvers, okay. Speak out. I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. Help. If you have concerns about someone making threats of violence or demonstrating concerning behavior inside our campus, please take the following steps. If it is an emergency, call extension 4151 immediately. If it is not an emergency and it's happening in our school community, you can speak with the following people: school division head, counselor, security office, extension 4151. For reports regarding inappropriate conduct such as sexual harassment, conflict of interest, collusion, breach of an internal policy, or misuse of personal data, please contact the compliance office. Okay, conflict and collusion. What's collusion? Oh my god, I don't know what's collusion. Collusion meaning collusion. Secret or illegal cooperation or conspiracy, especially in order to cheat or deceive others. Okay. Training, security staff, protocols, and procedures. Okay. Layers of security, district-wide, political, municipality, and police sector. Property perimeter, building perimeter, classroom offices interior perimeter. Okay, yeah. Safety and security components, policies and procedures, people, roles and training, architectural communication, access control, video surveillance, detection and alarms. 24-25 school security program to keep our students and staff safe. Okay. All ASF members should maintain security awareness. What if? Observe baselines, patterns, and report anomalies. If you see something, say something. Collaborate with key stakeholders to build and adopt the triad model developed by the National Association of School Resource Officers. The triad model embodies three primary roles for us roles: law enforcement officer, teachers, and counselors. Risk management: identify risk, assess risk, control risk, review controls. Schools will continue to face new times, new crimes, and threats posed by international wars and terrorism. We must develop prevention, threat assessment and management, mitigation, intervention, training, recovery, communication, and related plans for these new school security threats. Okay, one, integrate the 5Ds and CPTED concepts on school architecture and building project. The 5Ds are deter, detect, deny, delay, defend. Wow. What is deter? Deter. Determine? I like it. Down loud. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Interesting. That's the safety and security don't just happen. They are the result of collective consensus and public investment. We owe our children, the most vulnerable citizens in our society, a life free of violence and fear. Nelson Mandela. Okay, so that's interesting. What people see, they see guards, They see CCTV, they see access control, but what they don't see, people don't see, is event security, anti-counter, feeding, counter espionage, security awareness culture, threat management, incident response, loss prevention, security analysis, threat protection, cybercrime management, authority network, security risk assessment, security governance, emergency and crisis preparedness, information security, executive protection, supply chain security, crime prevention, security systems, travel security, intelligence, security investigations, GRS screening. And this is what people don't see. Oh my god, that's interesting. Now let's do the quiz. Yeah. So it is mandatory to show your IDs to security personnel every time you enter the campus? No, it's not mandatory to show your ID. You enter a campus? No. If you forgot or lost your ID, what process should you follow to enter a campus? Ask another call it for their ID so you can enter a campus? No. Call your boss to come out. Oh my god. Call your boss to come out for you and grant your access? No. Register in the security log, provide a government issued identification, and wait for the validation process by security personnel. Yes. Where is the pedestrian entrance on campus for administrative staff? Where is the pedestrian entrance on campus for administrative staff? Administrative staff. Yeah, it should be here. ID badges. Morning vehicle transit. Afternoon access control for. Show your ASF ID upon entry and wear it at all times. Yeah, sorry, so yeah, 2, 3. I think number 3 is the employees driving their, no, faculty administrative, yes, exactly, and frequent visitor access through gate 2, exactly, just like this, gate 2. Next, if you witness, observe, or become aware of any aggression, threats, or violent behavior against another person or the ASF community, why should you notify? Who should you notify? Any of the above? Security staff, head of school, or dean? Consider any of the above. Any of the above. Yeah. Who should you notify if you have scheduled a work-related visitors entry? A work-related visitors entry. Who should I notify? Who should I notify? Requesting visitor entry must provide the visitor name, purpose, and email to administrative assistants. Okay, so maintenance. To my director and administrative assistant with 24 hours prior notice. I think it is. Security at the moment your visits are arriving. No, I think this is. As requested visitor entry must provide the visitor's name, purpose, and email the administrative assistant of the respective director of a school administration. Yeah. Okay, good. I think. Yeah. Next. If you arrive in the morning by taxi or if a family member comes to drop you off in a vehicle, what is the correct access point to enter a campus? What is the correct access point? This is number 5, drop off. Yeah. sheltering. The time is 9 p.m. Yes, I know. How to respond if you encounter an arrow assailant. Lost and found. Yeah. Personal safety recommendations. Okay, yeah, I know. So this is this. Yeah. It must be 5. Okay. Next, if you arrive in your own vehicle, which gate should you enter through? Number 4. Yes, it is a drop-off area. It's at gate 5. And employees driving their own vehicles access campus through gate 4. Yeah. If you find an item that doesn't belong to you, where should you take it or whom should you report it to? To the nearest academic division where the item was found. If you lose your school ID, who should you notify? Human capital? Yeah, I think so. Because human capital is all about the credential hood, no? The credential hood. It is it is like oh my god, where was the oh my god, where can I find it? If you lose your school ID, is you should notify to a lost ID back to photo booth. A photo booth is part of human capital. Can you enter a campus accompanied by a family member, friend, or neighbor without prior notice to the security team? No. Review. Finish. Yes. All question have been submitted. Yeah. Previous items. Okay. Okay, they all have been completed. And let's go to human capital now. Human capital. Let's download it. And let's start. Okay, so human capital. Wellness plan, new activities. We have physical, career, emotional, community, financial. Welcome, kid. Okay, so ASF Live mock delivery this year, Human Capital in collaboration with Macy. Cohen will provide mocks to reduce the use of disposable and promote a sustainable environment within the community, August 2024. Benefits booklet. You will receive a booklet where you can find your ASF benefits, August 2024. Concierge service. Reservations. Making reservations for dining, entertainment, transportation, and other services upon employee request. Arrangements facilitating special requests such as arranging tours, spa appointments, or tickets to show and events. Assistance. Provide assistance to employees with government procedures, accompaniment of our international hires who do not speak Spanish to appointments at government agencies, IMSAT, and banks. Emilio Abundis, Human Capital Office. Okay, physical. Dancing lessons, physical health week. Okay, dancing lessons are different, written each month, every Tuesday and Thursday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Physical health week, promoting and encouraging physical well-being among employees through informative assessments, nutrition messages, etc. Okay. Oral health week, dental cleanings, checkups, fluoride application, etc. for employees on campus. It will be taken from January 20th to 23rd. Okay, I think I will take the oral health week. Potential blood donors campaign. Identify potential blood donors in the community by blood type to support ASF members in case of an emergency. Community common interest clubs. We have reading, chess, volunteering, embroidery, video games, hiking. I would like to join to a reading club or hiking club. These clubs bring together employees who enjoy the same activities or pursuits, allowing members to connect, share knowledge, and participate in related events or discussions. Contests La Calavera Literaria. Employees who want to participate have to compose their own calibrated literarias, which are just based on creativity, humor, rhyme scheme, and adherence to the tradition. It is in November the 1st. ASF Live News. Live News, we have two new sections, the Game Zone and the Zen Zone. Here you will find mental dexterity games to improve cognitive skills and mental agility, as well as tips for reducing and managing stress. Okay, career. ASF Values Reward. It is a system of recognition awarded by all community members according to institutional core values. Each recognition will have a point. We will have a points value that can be exchanged for ASF merge. Okay. Financial. The ASF Service Hub. Okay, it's a directory of reliable service providers recommended by and for all employee members of the community. This directory will be available through the Human Capital Concierge. Follow us on Instagram. Employee handbook updates. In order to ensure a healthy and safe environment for our students, ASF reserves the right to conduct random tests for prohibited substances, alcohol, and other drugs on employees at any time. Professional development opportunities purpose. Encourage faculty and support staff to pursue higher education and enhance skills and knowledge directly benefiting ASF mission. Open to full-time faculty and support staff employed for at least one full school year is managed by the Director of Teaching and Learning, and the Director of Human Capital. Support staff oversees eligibility, records, and compliance, computing equipment, and mobile phones buying process. The device reaches 4 years and it is on renewal periods, retirees with 8 or more years of service. The ASF and age 60 or older can purchase their equipment. Okay. Bereavement leave. Direct family member within country. Children of employee will be granted admission to ASF as a student if there is room for the school year and grade requested. The child successfully meets all relevant admission criteria. Unused personal day, payment for all support staff will be paid no later than mid-July at the value of 1 day of work for an administrative assistant. Unused personal days payment for all support staff will be paid no later than mid-July at the value of 1 day of work for an administrative assistant. Okay. Additional sick days will require medical proof of sickness from the private IMSS Capacidad. Okay. Medical proof of sickness from the private. Okay. Appliances that consume large amounts of electricity are prohibited. That consume large amounts of electricity, or their use on campus requires special permission. Okay, the use of drones is prohibited, and items will be subject to confiscation and will be reported to security. Okay. Employees who resign are no longer eligible for the tuition discount. Ask for financial help if you need it. Support for employees who encounter difficulty in meeting employment standards. Hiring processes are governed by inclusion. Transparency and sustainability criteria, skills, competencies, and previous work experience are key. Gifts received by support staff and maintenance must be delivered to human capital to be raffled off to all employees during staff celebrations. Faculty members who accompany students on day overnight trips and camps are responsible for the welfare of those students at all times and must accompany the group of staff at all times. For the welfare of these students at all times and must accompany the group of students. Okay. Both in drills and civil protection exercises. Okay, students are the priority and the responsibility of faculty and academic leadership, in the same way as in any real situation that requires keeping students safe. The school advises its employees to refrain from engaging in business and or loans between employees or other members of the community to avoid conflicts that may impact professional relationships. Okay, okay. Some support staff members are eligible for regular teleworking days. Wow. The assigned days may be modified and or suspended at any time at the school according to the needs of the school. Staff language program. Okay. Free basic, intermediate, and advanced English and Spanish classes for ASF employees who would like to improve their reading, writing, and speaking skills. Registration will be open from Monday, August 12 at noon to Friday, August 16 at noon. Each group will accept a minimum of 4 and a maximum of 15 participants. Placement test. The placement test will be available on Monday, August 19 and Tuesday, August 20th between noon and 5 p.m. Okay, so I think that I can have a language program. Free basic, intermediate, and advanced English and Spanish. Wow. Placement test. The placement test will be available on Monday, August 19 and Tuesday, August 20th between noon and 5. But they have started. They have already started. Okay. Class period semester 1, Monday and Wednesday classes from September 2nd to December 11th. Okay, Tuesday and Thursday classes from September 3rd to December. That's okay. Semester 2, Monday and Wednesday classes from January 13 to May 13. Tuesday and Thursday classes from January 14 to May 14. Okay, that's something that I really want to take. some classes. Prioritize your well-being. It's the key to a balanced and fulfilling life. Oh, what a wonderful! Yeah, let's get download it and let's start the quiz. It is the name of one of the new sections in ASF Live News. Let's go. Let's go together. The game zone, right? Yeah. The game zone. It's one of the new sections in Live News. Community. The game zone. Yes. Yes. The game zone. Un, unused personal days for administrative support staff will be paid. Unused? I haven't read something like that. Unused personal days. Welcome to Kit. Concierge service. Unused career. Financial. Service Hub. Follow us on Instagram. Okay. Employee handbook. Handbook in order to ensure. Okay. Computer equipment and mobile phones buying process. Children of employee, and it is unused personal days payment for all support will be paid no later than mid-July. Yes, it will be. It will be paid. It will be paid no later than mid-July. So it's truth. It's true. It is a campaign which promotes employee well-being through different programs, activities, and benefits. ASF Life. ASF Life. ASF Life. ASF ASF Life, ASF. Human Capital and Wellness Plan activities. Rewards, financial, professional, computer, and children employees who resign are no longer eligible for tuition or resign. Hiring processes are governed by inclusion and suitability criteria. Skills, competence, and previous work experience are key. Yes. Employees who resign are no longer eligible. Who resign. Voluntarily leave a job or other position. So this is something that will happen to me. It is exactly just like this. Employees who resign are no longer eligible for the tuition discount. Ask for financial help, you need it. The use of drones is prohibited. Appliances that consume large amount of electricity are prohibited. Additional 6 days will require, yes. Use personal days payment. All support staff will be paid no later than mid-July. Okay, so staff language program. Prioritize your well-being. It's a key to a balanced and fulfilling life. Okay, it is ASF Live, right? ASF Live. ASF Live. Okay, I think so. Days for bereavement leave in Mexico for dear family members. Bereavement. Okay. Just like this. Bereavement leave. Direct family member includes parents, spouse, children, stepchildren, grandchildren, and grandparents. Within country, you can get 5 business days, and outside country, up to 10 business days. Extended family member includes uncles, aunts, nephews, and cousins. Um, vir, vir, virement. Virement, okay. I like to pronounce it better, but I'm not sure. My God. Mm-hmm. Verment.
Bereavement.
Sorry. I was so thought I was totally wrong. Bereavement. Bereavement leave. So in Mexico for their family it's 5 business day. No. Yeah. 5 business day. 5 business day. It is a system of bereavement. It is bereavement, right?
Bereavement.
Bereavement. It is a system of recognition awarded by all community members according to institutional core values. Uh, Values rewards. Finish. Submit activity. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now we have completed this, and I like to get the protection download. Yes. And sustainability. I like to get the PDF. Yeah, come on. Yeah. And now let's go for infirmary. Infirmary. Okay, and now let's start reading ASF Infirmary. Medical services and protocols. Okay. Infirmary staff, we have Trish, Annali, Barry, mine, Mirna. Monday to Thursday from 7 to 5, Fridays from 7:30 to 4. That's the number. Okay, infirmary doctor on campus daily. Mondays to Fridays, okay, consultation by appointment only. Basic medical issues that happen during working hours. Campus doctor is not meant to be your primary care physician. Okay. Winter illness protocol. Influenza, COVID, or highly contagious respiratory viruses. Up to 4 days with a medical note from certified physician with a stated medical diagnosis and prognosis, plus lab test. A lab test. Most report to immediate supervisor and the infirmary via email. Do not go to work with severe symptoms. Contact your physician. COVID and influenza for COVID and flu days. Days of positive test is a day 1. Is day 1, okay. Most informed supervisor and the infirmary. Infirmary will sign your absence request forms, must provide positive test results and or medical notes stating diagnosis. We ask you to use a face mask for 5 days after you return to campus. Okay, a face mask. Pediculosis. Oh my god. Or lice. Anyone can get them. Have no correlation with personal hygiene and increased risk for getting lice. They do not fly, they crawl. They need feed or blood to live. Do not send a student for a lice check. ASF does not have a noted policy. Work accidents. If you had an accident on campus, you must report it as soon as possible to the infirmary, your immediate supervisor, and Rodrigo Sanchez in Human Capital, as well as to our Lockton implant. Reports must be made within 24 hours of occurring. After 24 hours, reports will not be accepted. Injury report needs to be filled out after any accident. ASF will cover the up to the deductible costs for work accidents. Even if you think nothing happened, you must report. You have 30 days to make your medical claim. Okay. Our health is our hands. It's in our hands. My physical health. Let's be responsible for our own health. Use common sense, be aware, prevent, take control. Hand washing, good eating, sleeping, and physical activity habits, medical checkups, vaccinations, and not self-medicate. Make informed decisions that you are best for you. My emotional health. Let's give mental health the importance it deserves. We are mind and body working together. The World Health Organization has proposed worldwide sensibilization in the mental health field. Since more than 400 million people in the world suffer from mental, neurological, or psychosocial disorders. Infirmary protocols. Infirmary services students and employees alike. Students must have a pass to enter the infirmary. Medical decisions are made by the infirmary staff. Medical issues are communicated to the student's family only. By the infirmary staff. Infirmary staff doesn't take care of medical insurance issues or follow-up. Your medical information, medical chart are confidential and kept in the infirmary. Infirmary protocols. Please report your medical conditions to the infirmary staff. This is for your safety. If you are informed by parents or students of a student's medical condition, you need to relay the information to the infirmary. 5. Emergency response actions. Recognize the emergency. Confirm that the scene is safe for you and the victim. Call this number. Clear and secure the area so that the infirmary staff can transit. Stay with patient until the infirmary staff arrives. Okay. Seizure first aid. That's important. How to help someone having a seizure. Stay with the person until they are awake and alert after the seizure. Seizure. Time the seizure. Remain calm. Remain calm and check for any medical ID. Call ASF emergency. Keep the person safe. Move or guide away from harm. Turn the person onto their side if they are not awake and aware. Okay, that's a number that I really need to take. Call. Okay, that's the number. Keep the person safe, move or guide away from harm. Turn the person onto their side. Okay. If they are not awake and aware. Keep airway clear. Loosen tight clothes around neck. Put something small and soft under the head. Okay. Do not restrain, do not put any object in their mouth. Okay. 5 steps to follow for an asthma episode. in the school setting. If a student has excessive coughing, wheezing, shortness of breath, or chest tightness, help to an upright position. Okay, so speak calmly and reassuringly. Seek for emergency help from nurses. Call ASF emergency. Is that the same number? Yeah, 49, 23, 40, 49, 33. Find the rescue medication so that the student himself can apply it. Okay. If inhaler or asthma action plan is not available, send to infirmary accompanied by the peer. Okay. Sent to infirmary accompanied by a peer or staff member. Get emergency help from school nurse or designated emergency staff if student has any of these. Inhaler is not helping. Nostrils are wide open. The nostrils are wide open. Breathing is harder and faster. Can't walk or talk well. Oh my god. Signs and symptoms. Signs and symptoms of anaphylaxis. Symptoms of anaphylaxis generally include two or more body systems. Skin, hives, swelling, itching, warmth, redness. What's anaphylaxis? Okay, it has it has hives, swelling, itching, warmth, redness. Breathing, coughing, wheezing, shortness of breath, chest pain or tightness, throat tightness, hoarse voice, nasal congestion or fever-like symptoms, runny, itchy nose and watery eyes, sneezing, trouble swallowing, choking feeling, stomach, nausea, pain or cramps, vomiting, diarrhea, heart, paler than normal skin color, blue color, weak pulse, passing out, dizziness or lightheadedness. Oh my god. Is that all? Yeah, that's all. Infirmary. Okay, that's it. Now, um, let's go to infirmary quiz. Which is the first step to follow when witnessing a person convulsing? Call the infirmary. No, it's not. It's not held down there. It's called the infirmary. Next. How many days are provided for influenza, COVID, or respiratory illness? 4, right? No, 5. Okay. How many days? How many days? How many days for influenza? It is up to 4 days with a medical note. Okay, yes, up to 4 days. Up to 4 days. In case of emergency, who must we contact immediately? Infirmary. Infirmary. If a student is ill or injured, who should contact the parents, guardians? Infirmary. One more time. Who should contact the parents or guardians? Uh-huh. Who should contact the parents or guardians? Must have a pass to enter the infirmary. Medical decisions are made by the infirmary staff. Of a student's medical condition, you need to relay the information to the infirmary. Please report your medical conditions to the infirmary staff. Yeah, yeah. Medical issues are communicated to the student's family. The infirmary. Infirmary services are for students and employees. Yeah. What is the first thing you should do when involved in an emergency situation? Do not leave the patient alone and call the infirmary. If you have a work accident, what should you inform? Who should you inform? Infirmary, immediate supervisor, human capital, and lockdown in a plant. Do I have to? It says. Uh-huh. It says if I have if I have an accident. Okay, please, Lord, do not allow this. Okay, reports. You have an accident in campus. You must report this as soon as possible to the infirmary. Your immediate supervisor and Rodrigo Sanchez in Human Capital, as well as to our lockdown implant. Who's the lockdown implant? Lockdown implant. Next, in case of illness or accident outside of working hours, to whom should I request medical assistance? Contact? No. Wait to start my shift to consult a personal doctor and outside of working hours. To whom should I request medical assistance? After suffering a work injury, how much time do we have to notify the appropriate? 24 hours. Yeah. Reports must be made within 24 hours of curing. The infirmary follows up on insurance claims. Submitting. Compliance. Mhm. Now, compliance. Compliance. ASF rules, code of ethics, policies, processes, procedures, data protection, family handbook, employee handbook, laws and regulations, protocols. Compliance is important for. Okay, compliance. What's compliance? Be bereavement.
Bereavement.
Bereavement. Oh my God, bereavement. The act of obeying a law or rule, especially when the controls a particular industry or type of work. Okay, justice. We do what is right, we act with compassion, courage, and integrity. We demand ourselves to meet the highest standards, understanding. We foster excellence within ourselves, we empathize with others, we learn to adapt and thrive in an evolving world. Truth, we are honest with ourselves and with others. We recognize that all people have intrinsic value and deserve dignity, understanding, and respect. We seek knowledge, facts, and clarity. Act with justice, honesty, and integrity in all their activities with students, parents, suppliers, and employees to provide a safe, respectful, and supportive education and work environment. Before doing something, ask yourself, what am I doing right? What what am I doing right? Are there legal consequences? Okay. If you have questions, ask the company's office. After something happens, ask yourself, what did you do to prevent the situation? What did you do to ensure it doesn't happen again? Okay. ASF has a confidential and secure ethics line to report any irregularities, abuse, and or conduct against ASF rulers or the law without retaliation against whistleblowers. Okay. Ethics types of reports you can make: workplace violence, sexual harassment, workplace harassment, abuse of authority, discrimination, psychological risk, inappropriate conduct, conflict of interest, political activities, romantic relationships, data protection, misuse of data, unauthorized, unauthorized data request, data breach, fraud and corruption, favoring or obstructing suppliers, requesting special favors, giving, offering, or receiving bribes, influence peddling, influence peddling, collusion, diversion of resources, breach of trust. What's breach? What's breach? Breach is a mace enchantment that reduces the effectiveness of armor. Breach. Okay, breach. Breach of trust, embezzlement. Embezzlement, theft, code of ethics, serious breach of professional ethics, use of illegal substances, violation of policies of process, others misuse of the college trademarks or logos, workplace safety and hygiene, reputational harm, others again. Ethics, call centers, WhatsApp, email. Okay. Contact channels, okay. Okay. The importance of reporting. Linked to the process for sexual abuse. The teachers are linked to the process for sexual abuse and cover up. Oh my god, the director was for covering up the events and for not doing anything when she became aware. Oh my god. For the crime of cover up, the director could spend 3 years in prison. Oh my god, Mexico serial control just linked Professor Carlos N to the process for the alleged commission of the crime of sexual abuse, and Gianna N, director of the private school, for possible cover up, according to events recorded in November 2019. Based on the investigations, the events were recorded in November 2019 when the victim reported that she had been sexually abused by her teacher, Carlos N, who was 46 years old at the time, while Janina N, 47 years old, who holds a managerial position at the school, allegedly didn't activate the protocols to safeguard that victim's integrity despite being aware, which possibly resulted in the accused attacking her a second time. Oh my god. You gotta speak up. See something, say something. If you are aware of any possible irregularity against yourself or other, report it. Internal control. What is internal control? Document management establishes methods, principles, standards, and/or procedures. Evaluation verifies and evaluates the implemented mechanism through audits. Okay, document management, policies, processes, and procedures. Establish guidelines that must be followed by the heads of a community. Okay, good. Audit. What is it? This refers to the assessment of the company's level of suppliers of different areas within school to ensure that activities are being carried out in accordance with established guidelines of the organization objectives. Okay, now let's do the quiz. What is compliance? To comply with the rules. Why is compliance important? To protect the school, protect the community, avoid risks, and be good citizens. To protect the school, protect the community, avoid risks. Okay. What are the ASF core values? Justice, understanding, and truth. Education, socialization, and growth. Oh my god, no. Justice, understanding, and truth. What is the purpose of the ethics line? To make suggestions regarding improvements in ASF, to report any irregularity, abuse, and/or conduct against ASF rules or laws. What types of reports can you make on the ethics line? Workplace violence, conflict of interest, data protection, fraud and corruption, code of ethics. No. Improvements, workplace risks, complaints from the ASF community, misuse of other suggestions. My god. What are the contact channels of the ethics line? Call center, WhatsApp, internet, email, in person, QR code. Yeah. If you are aware of any possible irregularity against yourself or others, should you report it? Yeah. Any possible irregularity against yourself or others, should you report it? Yes, definitely. What is the document hierarchy within ASF? Oh my god. Don't remember it. What is the document hierarchy within ASF? The document hierarchy? Policies, processes, and procedures. Policies, processes, and procedures, yes. ASF, okay, first ASF by laws, second the policies, third the processes, and fourth the procedures. It is procedures, all documents must be updated when there is a change in process. Okay, good. Most all documents will be updated through internal control when there is a change in process. The procedure and must they be done. Oh my god. What is the objective of an audit? Audit. What is it? This refers to the assessment of the company's level of suppliers or different areas within the school to ensure that activities are being carried out in accordance with established guidelines and the organization's objectives. Audits can be conducted either through documentation reviews or physical inspections. Okay, good. For optimizing daily operations to ensure the reliability of the information. Okay, finish. Yeah, submit. Okay, finally, data privacy. Okay, the privacy presentation, and it has only 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, types of data of personal data. Sensitive personal data, any personal data that contains intimate details about the person and whose misuse could lead to discrimination or jeopardize their personal integrity, such as health data, racial origin, religious beliefs, sexual orientation, political preferences. People involved in data protection and processing, data owner, students, parents, employees, and suppliers. Responsible, person natural or legal who collects the data. Person in charge, person who processes the data, teachers, employees. Okay. Okay, data owner, students, parents, employees, and suppliers. Good. Responsible. Okay, what does data? Okay, collect the data from the data subject. Only does mention the privacy notice. Store the information securely in a locked filing cabinet, in a password protected data folder, etc. What does data protection and processing involve? Use the data in accordance with the purposes that were communicated to the data subject. Transfer the data according to the purposes mentioned in the privacy notice. Privacy notice. It is a physical, electronic, or any other format document through which the data controller informs the data subject about what data will be collected, the purposes to whom it may be shared, and the means to exercise the rights. Primary purposes. Activities necessary to carry out the objective of ASF, admission, enrollment, and re-enrollment, academic school, sports, cultural and social activities, investigation of misconduct, payments, insurance and financial aid, academic services, sharing information with parents, central transportation services, medical matters, video surveillance, my God, surveillance,
Embezzlement.
embezzlement,
Embezzlement.
embezzlement, embezzlement.
Surveillance.
Video surveillance. Secondary purposes, activities that are necessary for the objectives of the SF, like extracurricular activities, donations, gifts and awards, internal publications, alumni advertising. ASF community 4,000 data subjects, 14 privacy notices. ARC rights, the right of the data subject to decide to whom, how, and for what purpose their information is provided. Access, right to access personal information held by third parties. Rectification, correct your information if it is incomplete or inaccurate. Cancellation, right to object to the use of the personal information. Opposition, request that your data be deleted whenever you wish. Data breaches. When the processing of information is inadequate, either because the data subjects or the data controllers lack or ignore the physical, administrative, or technical security measures established by regulations. Some examples: emails sent to parents with visible copies instead of blind copies, taking, storing, and or sharing images of students, employees, suppliers, or parents without their consent. What should I do? Inform the department head and the compliance office to evaluate the breach and implement solutions with immediate actions. Consequences: the appropriate consequences will be established based on the severity of the breach and the human capital consequences system, warning, improvement plan, etc. Legal implications: Ley de Protección de Datos Personales, Personal Data Protection Law, for collecting or transferring data without express consent of the owner. The fines are as follows: 33,000 Mexican pesos. General law on the rights of children and adolescents. The handling of images of children or adolescents without the consent of their parents is considered an invasion of a minor's privacy, and the penalty is up to 4 years in prison. Oh my god. Recording, storing, or selling images or videos of a minor without express consent of their parents. Okay, up to 12 years in prison. My god. The images are considered child porn. Oh my god, that's terrible. It is regarded as a federal crime, non-violable, with a penalty of 7 to 12 years of prison. Okay, with them without the consent of their parents. The handling of images of children of adolescents. Recording, storing, or selling images or videos. Oh my god. Examples of fines to other schools. My god. A fine of 580,000 pesos to school for using personal data for a different purpose. My god, that's a very delicate topic. Oh my god. So, so let's go to the last test. The last quiz. Come on. So it is. What is personal data? Any information that can be used to identify a person. The personal data that contains estimated information about the person whose misuse could lead to discrimination or putting his personal integrity at risk. Yes, this is. No. Personal data. Any personal data that contains intimate details about the person whose misuse could lead to discrimination or jeopardize their personal integrity. Health data because you have diabetes, for example, or racial origin because you are nigger, or religious beliefs because you are a Muslim, because of your sexual orientation because you are lesbian, or because of your political preference because you are pro Trump. Not yet. Okay, so that's number one. Now let's go to number two. What is a sensitive data? It is any information that can be used to identify now. It's sensitive data. Any personal that contains intimate information about the person whose misuse could lead to discrimination or put her personal integrity at risk. Who are the persons involved in data protection? Data owner, responsible, and person in charge. What does the protection and processing of data consist of? What does the protection and processing of data consist of? Reusing, controlling, disseminating, and storing. No. Collecting, using, storing, and transferring. Oh my god. People involved, yes. What does data protection and person involved? Collect the data from the data, collect the data, store the information securely. Thank you so much. Use the data in accordance with the purposes that were communicated that are to get transferred. Yes, collect, store, use, and transfer. Yes. Collect, use, store, and transfer. Good. What is a privacy notice? It is a document through which the data owner decides what data wish to share and the means to access. And it says it is a document through which the data owner is informed about what data will be collected. I think it is privacy notice. Privacy notice. It is a physical, electronic, or any other format document through which the data controller informs the data subject about what data will be collected, the purposes to whom it may be shared, and the means to exercise their rights. Yeah, just like this. How many privacy notices does ASF have? How many? 14 privacy notices. Okay, so let's see. Privacy notices. 14. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 14. 14. Okay. 14. What are ARCA rights? The right of the data owner to decide to whom, how, and for what the purpose to provide their information. These are access, rectification, cancellation, opposition of the responsible party. This is okay. What is ARCs? ARCs, the right of the data subject to decide to whom, how, and for what purpose their information is provided. Access, rectification, cancellation, opposition. The data owner, the data subject, the data of the data owner to use. Okay, good. Next, what are the data breaches? When the request for information is inadequate, when the processing information. Yeah, when the processing of information is inadequate, either because the data subjects or the data controllers lack of or no physical information. Okay, yes. Oh my god. Next, what is the penalty of handling images of minors without parental consent? Consider an invasion of privacy. Up to 4 years in prison. Yeah, it must be. Okay. It says for collecting or transferring data. No. The handling of images of children or adolescents without the consent of their parents is considered an invasion of a minor's privacy. It's up to 4 years in prison. Yes. Now, if the fine for the data breach is directly against the person who committed it when the school demonstrates that it provided training and enhanced data protection policies. Oh my god. Oh my god, we have some cases here. It says 24 hours al diario sin límites. No yet. A fine of 26 to a teacher for not handling personal data in accordance with the school's policies. Okay. I think. Yeah, submit. Okay, finally I have finished. That's it. Okay, so it was very nice to have this session. I learned a lot. Okay, and I think finally I have all the slides for future. I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. I think that I have one, two, oh my god, one, two, oh my god, one, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. Yes, exactly 7. So that's it. No more. So that's it. See you.